looking to find a way to win. It's the Cardinals coming in at 1-10, going up against the Packers, who come in at 5-6.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers, and he'll wind up getting an extra couple. Yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Arizona Cardinals. And some space here. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Shift together here from the D-line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They find some open field here. And now running right through it. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a handoff working right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On now is the Packers punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. Green, 39.
To throw on 2nd down, Rollins. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go now. Over. Detroit.
Operating from the gun. Rollins got his man complete over the middle. It's man. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Here comes the D swarming to the line. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Let's go. Good. No. Check. Patriots.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rollins looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Set. Green, 39.
From the gun, Rollins. And he's got Moncrief. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice gain of 21 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And an alley to run. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were. As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Blue, 90. Blue. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319.
They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They run the counter now on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, you reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And he's able to put it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Rollins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Looking to throw on second down. Rollins over the middle, complete. It's man. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green, Detroit, Detroit. Back down in Philly, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Rollins over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun. Rollins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's man. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Rollins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Out of the pistol, there's Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
To play in a tightly contested first half. More from the desert after this. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Rollins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Rollins. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He'll look to throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Hooked by Brandon Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
The drive starts with a run by Perkins. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd down, 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A final shot before break. Rollins, he sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw. Rollins. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Pistol, Perkins, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
To throw on 2nd down. Rollins completes it to Moncrief, left side. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, now, watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Get wide.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rollins. His throw incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
All right, here we go. Detroit!
To throw on third down. Rollins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Red zone opportunity.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Watching that, Barney. Barney. Check 3. Check. Watching that, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Here we go. Number 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Rollins. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Cardinals on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5.
3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Rollins. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Here we go. Leopard. 3-19. Detroit.
They run. It's Johnson. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down run. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that one results in 35 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll look to throw here. And caught right side, Green. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
What's left? What's left? Hurry up, here we go. Over. Check.
To throw again. Rollins. And this is going to be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Touchdown, Packers. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll check on his status when we get back. To throw on 2nd down. Rollins, a dump off to the flat for Perkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Room to run inside the 40. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. So this is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 21, and that leads to a Green Bay first. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing blitz. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. And a give this time to the tailback. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Let's go. Green.
They'll let Perkins carry to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons who are leading in that one. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Back to throw.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 plays. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line.
Hurry up, back down in that Philly. Here we go. Here we go now.
Again, they go to Perkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To throw. Rollins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Down to 3 seconds. 2 seconds.